Chief Olotu was not just rich, he was the type of rich that made people bow before greeting him. His house had 12 rooms, 5 cars, and 2 security dogs that looked like they ate yam and pepper soup. He didn't walk around the village much, but when he did, everyone shifted for him like Moses parting the Red Sea. Nobody knew exactly how he made his money. Some said it was contracts. Others said it was oil. One woman said she dreamt he was shaking hands with the devil. But whatever it was, it worked. Chief Olotu built mansions, sent his children abroad, and wore clothes that shined even at night. He loved respect. He loved power. But one thing he didn't love? Responsibility from the past. Long before the money came, Chief had a woman in the city. She was quiet and hardworking. They stayed together in one small face-me-I-face-you apartment when he was still trying to hustle. According to what people later heard, she got pregnant just before he made his first big money. When she told him, he denied it instantly. He said, "How sure you dey say na me?" She said, "No other man don't touch me." He said, "No spiritual attack. Go pray." Then he packed his small bag and left the city. He never looked back. After money entered his life, he married another woman. One with skin like milk and English like radio news. She had twins and later another boy. Chief bragged about his family every chance he got. He would say, "My children are abroad. My son is in Canada." People would clap like he just cured malaria. But not everyone clapped. Some remembered the woman from the city. Some whispered that Chief had a son somewhere. A boy he never claimed. But whenever someone brought it up, Chief would wave his hand and say, "Village gossip." Years passed. The woman raised the boy alone. No help. No child support. Chief didn't even send word on the boys' birthdays. He lived like the child never existed. "Now so some rich men they behave," one old man said one day. "Dem go forget say rain no fall for only poor man roof." And truly, the rain was still falling. But it would stop the day Chief's coffin was placed under the village tent. The boy grew up hearing stories of a father who didn't want him. His mother never hid the truth. She told him the name. Chief Olotu. She showed him old photos, love letters, and even the slippers he left behind. The boy would hold those slippers and whisper, "So this na the man we reject me." He didn't grow up with money. In fact, he grew up selling second-hand phone chargers in front of a supermarket. When he finished secondary school, there was no money for university. His mother tried, but her small sewing business could only stretch so far. Some nights, they shared one plate of rice and used bread as spoon. The boy didn't complain. He just worked harder. He started fixing small electronics. Then phones. Then TV remotes. His nickname became Engineer Smiley. He laughed when people called him that. But deep inside, he knew something was missing. He looked like Chief Olotu. Same nose. Same walk. Same sharp jaw. People who knew the chief in his younger days would pause and stare. Some even asked questions. "Who be your papa?" one woman asked one day. The boy replied, "If I talk, you go think say I dey do comedy." He wasn't looking for money. He just wanted to be seen. When he turned 25, he saved up and did a DNA test using a toothbrush his mother once kept from when Chief visited many years ago. The result came out bold, 99.98% match. That day, he didn't cry. He just laughed and said, "So I know mad after all." He tried once to reach out. Sent a letter to Chief Olotu's house. No reply. Tried again. Still nothing. One of the drivers even tore the letter in front of him. "Chief say make we no collect anything from you," the man said. Him no get pikin for outside. Na so he talk. From then, the boy stopped trying. He told his mother, one day, he go look for me. Even if not from inside coffin. She thought he was joking. But time, as they say, has coconut head. It kept moving until the day Chief Olotu slumped in his bathroom and never woke up. When Chief Olotu died, the village shook. People came from all over, politicians, business partners, pastors, and even fake friends. His wife organized a loud burial. 2 cows, 3 DJs, and a choir that sounded like they were auditioning for TV. The coffin alone looked like a private jet in wood form. Imported. Polished. Air-conditioned. One local tailor said, even in death, this man still they do pass himself. His children abroad didn't come back. They sent money and voice notes. One said, Daddy wouldn't want us to pause our exams. Another said, we'll watch the burial online. Nobody blamed them. Chief himself once said, success is not sentimental. As the burial service started, everyone was behaving. Tributes flowed like river. The pastor said Chief was a man of vision. His lawyer called him a pillar of wealth. His wife called him a lion. One woman even called him a rare gem, even though she once called him a stubborn goat behind his back. Everything was fine until a young man stepped forward. He wasn't on the guest list. He didn't wear also a bee. His face was calm, but his eyes were full. He carried a brown envelope and old slippers in a nylon bag. When he got to the front, he placed both on the floor beside the coffin. Then he said it. This man is my father. But he denied me all my life. Now he cannot deny me again. Dead man no get mouth. Gasps flew everywhere. The microphone fell. The choir froze. A bottle of Fanta dropped and rolled under the table. The widow shouted, "Who is this mad boy?" The elders turned slowly, like tortoises waking from sleep. The pastor blinked like someone entered his dream without invitation. People started murmuring. Some pointed. Some laughed. But the boy didn't move. He just stood still, as if he had been practicing this moment for years. The chief priest stood up and cleared his throat. He said, "Nobody will be touched until we hear everything." Drama had landed. The real burial was just beginning. The envelope contained more than papers. It carried shame, truth, and years of silence. Inside it were a birth certificate with Chief Olotu's name, old photos of him and the boy's mother, a letter in Chief's handwriting, a DNA result, stamped and sealed. People passed the papers like offering basket. Some elders read out loud. One old man shouted, "Ah! Even the ears resemble." The widow shouted, "Forgery. This is all fake." Another woman whispered, "I beg, see resemblance. You need microscope." The boy spoke again, calmly. "My mother never collected 1 naira from him. She just wanted him to acknowledge me. But he said I was a lie. Now that he's gone, I came to tell the truth. I know they beg you for money. I just want bury my papa properly." Some people clapped. Others hissed. One of the church ushers said, "This burial don't turn Nollywood season 1. Suddenly, Chief's lawyer stood up. "We need to pause," he said. "If this boy is truly Chief's son, then he has legal right to part of the property." That was when everything scattered. Chief's wife jumped up. "Over my dead body." One elder replied, "You won't join am inside coffin." 2 of Chief's cousins started arguing. One said the will must be reopened. The other said they should burn the will and start fresh. Someone shouted, "Make we call police." Another replied, "Police no dey handle spiritual inheritance." Meanwhile, the boy just sat down quietly, holding the old slippers like they were crown jewels. The pastor came back to the microphone and said, "Brethren, this is not what we rehearsed." Then he began to pray loud, as if prayer could send the boy away. But the truth had already entered the room, and truth no day fear microphone. The widow didn't take it well. She stood up with full chest and shouted, "This is manipulation. That boy and his mother are after Chief's money. They want to spoil his name." Nobody answered her. She turned to the elders. "Will you people just sit and let this stranger insult my husband?" One elder sighed. "Madam, we know they argue name. No DNA talk now." She picked up one bottle of water and poured it on the boy. "Get out. You are not part of this family." The boy didn't flinch. He wiped his face and said, "Even rain no day drive me comet." The crowd laughed. Someone in the back shouted, "This pikin get Chief blood true. See confidence." One of Chief's brothers asked the lawyer to confirm the will. The lawyer said, "I can't reveal it yet, but I can say the name of this boy matches someone mentioned inside." "You," the widow screamed. "Chief, you disappoint me." She started crying. Real tears. Loud ones. But nobody moved to console her. The pastor tried to calm the room. "Let us remember this is a burial. We are here to honor a man's life." The choir sang one slow hymn. But even the drums sounded confused. Some guests started packing food into nylon. Others stood around waiting to see what next. One man said, "Now burial I come, I know no say na DNA results them they share." By evening, it was clear the boy wasn't going anywhere. The elders gathered and said the boy would be given rights to bury Chief Olotu properly. He would also be considered during property sharing, if not for the law, then for peace. After all, one elder said, "Na only this boy show face." At the end of everything, after the music, the shouting, and the jollof rice drama, the boy remained. He helped lower the coffin. He poured sand. He wiped his mother's tears. He didn't ask for money. He didn't even collect the food they gave him. Chief Olotu's other children. Still abroad. No calls. No video. Just silence. The villagers gathered in small circles, talking. "So now this boy bury Chief finally. Now only I'm sure love. If Chief see this from heaven, him go shame small." An old woman said, "Blood no be water. Even if you deny he go still flow." Days later, people forgot the choir songs and food. But they remembered the boy. The boy who came with an envelope, a pair of old slippers, and the truth. He didn't bring drama. He just brought reality. And in the end, it was that reality that buried a man who once believed the poor had no voice. But that day, the poorest one in the room was the only one who spoke, then everybody listened.